What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So over the last couple years, I have owned three Dodge Ram 1500, and the first two was a third generation Ram. One was 2005, which was my first one, and the other one was 2006 was my second. And then now I currently have my fourth generation Ram, and it's a 2014. So what I have learned about these trucks since I've owned them, I'm just gonna be sharing with you guys a few tips and probably like maintenance tips and stuff like that on what I learned if you got your first Ram or you plan on buying one of these trucks. But before we get into this video, I want to say happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. And if you are currently on this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, before I tell you to subscribe, I want to tell you guys one thing. Definitely, if you're a fan of Mopar or if you're a car guy in general, and this is my 2014 Ram, we're going to be doing a lot of things, a lot of changes coming for this truck. I'm pretty much building this truck. This is what this channel is about. So if you if you're a fan of cars and trucks and stuff, fast stuff, definitely go ahead, hit that subscribe button, support the channel. I would definitely appreciate that. But with that being said, let's get into talking about what I have learned over the past couple years of owning a Ram 1500. And one thing I want to say is, now this might be different for some people, doesn't have to be the same thing, but these are my personal experience that I experienced. Now, a Ram 1500, I know a lot of people talk bad about these trucks. A lot of the things that come around these Hemi Rams is the Hemi ticks and blah blah blah, bad transmission, all that. So ton of problems. But with over the past couple years, my first Ram, I'm gonna start with that I got was a 2005 Dodge Ram. I think it was a SLT. And this truck was a truck that I purchased when I was at a young age, I think when I was like 19. And it was pretty much all blacked out, and it didn't have, like, the body wise was not the best, but it was a good running truck, and I pretty much fell in love with it when I had got it from a guy on Facebook Marketplace. And I paid about, I think I paid about somewhere around like $5-6 grand. It wasn't really the best looking truck, but it definitely was one of the trucks that I would definitely say I would definitely remember. Now my second Ram, which is also a third generation, 2006, I think it was an SLT also, silver Ram. This is a picture of it right here. And this truck, I pretty much built it, put a lift on there, wheels and tires. I had it on the channel for a little bit, but that truck was I fell in love with that truck. And then after that, like me pretty much trying to continue doing the stuff I wanted to do with it. I really wasn't feeling it that much. So I had to, sell it. It's not because it was giving me any kind of issue, just the fact that, it had a little bit of rust issue and stuff like that. But everything runs smooth as it should. Now, most people might tend to think that just because you got a truck, or you bought a used truck or used Ram with a high mileage, you're gonna have a ton of issue. You're gonna have the Hemi tick. Over the last couple years, including now my current truck, all three of the trucks I have, well, the last two and this one, never had any kind of Hemi ticks. Why? Because even though the mileage was way higher than my mileage I have now, I think it was around like 180 and 190 around there. So for both trucks, and I just simply kept up with the maintenance, as in doing an oil change, regular oil change. At that time, I was kind of young, so I really didn't do much about the oil change. I really didn't do it by myself, but I took it to places, get the oil change, did a good filter, still use full synthetic in all three of my vehicles. And far as like issues as in drivetrain issues, like the transmission, and this one thing I want to say, My last truck, the third generation Ram, the silver one I sold, was a gas truck, and I had put 22 by 14 wide tires on there, super heavy tires. It was an 8-speed, and pretty much was hauling, doing stuff with it as if it was a diesel truck. Never had any kind of issue. Only issue I had was obviously wheel bearings, which is typical for you putting the big tires on trucks like that. And everything pretty much, as far as mechanic issue, most of the things people be talking about, like about these trucks, the Ram 1500 being, you know, like a truck that has a lot of problems, this and that, or Hemi ticks, whatever. I really didn't experience any of those issues currently now. Why? Because I just simply kept up with my maintenance, run full synthetic in all my vehicle, just did regular maintenance as anybody else will. And I felt like that was the key to really like having a vehicle like your Ram, seeing life after reaching to probably 200K miles and plus. It was just all simple thing. I really didn't do anything special. Like I said, I used the vehicle as something I was using to haul. I haul a lot of junk and stuff inside of it, and it still runs strong pretty much. They didn't have any kind of issue, so I ended up selling it because I wanted like a newer truck, which is now this truck I have. So the whole point of me making this video is to share with you guys that it's really nothing special when you want to have, like if either of you get used or new, whatever, there's really no special tricks about you doing anything special to the vehicle for it to last long. It's just you doing simple maintenance routine is the key. For me, that's what I did, and I'm sharing with you guys that, you know, if you hesitate or want to get a Ram is definitely a good, reliable truck for me. They didn't come across any kind of crazy issue with them, and I'm an owner who had two currently now have 3 Rams, and they all ran smooth. You know, I ain't had any kind of bad issue with them, but that's just me sharing my personal thoughts with you guys. You know, I'm not saying it's gonna be the same for you, but it all comes down to maintenance and the history of the vehicle. Pretty much that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.